Cześć! Jak się masz? Dobrze? Tak, tak, dobrze, dobrze. Welcome, I'm Bio. And today we are looking at a Abandonware PC game. If you're wondering what that intro was, it was basically me going, hello, how are you? Good. Yes, good, yeah, yes, good. Basically. In Polish. Because today we are looking at a Polish exclusive, believe it or not, Polish exclusive PC Abandonware game, Cart-Mania. Yeah, I know a very small bit of Polish. My workplace has a lot of people from Poland, so I learn quite a bit of Polish. You know, just a hello and how are you kind of gig. Obviously, you know all the swear words. Shimiyaya. I'm not even going to say what that means. people who know will just know. That's just that. We'll just so yeah, I obviously, as per usual, me going through Abandonware, you know, what works. Surprisingly, this works, and from what I can tell, this game was released exclusively in Poland. It was released individually, as well as released together in a pack as well. It got released in a pack with like 2 other games. But it's just basically a budget game. So it says that this game is both developed and published by Play Publishing. .Poland, well, just Play Publishing. But there had some other title cards. It had Game Ranking .Poland, or .pl, obviously, so I want to say .Poland. Game Ranking .Poland, and it also had Dev Team .Poland. So I don't know. Maybe this game is developed by a team simply called Dev Team. Strangely enough, maybe. But I don't know. I'm just going to leave it as Play Publishing for both the developer and publisher for this in this case. So yeah. But just to give you a little bit of information, there is actually a tiny smidge of information about this game. So Cart-Mania is an arcade racing game addressed to less demanding customers from the market. In other words, less demanding. I like how they word that. Play Publishing Company is responsible for the creation of the game. Production is distinguished above all by its simplicity of form. You can tell that it was just fucking Google translated from Polish, possibly. So obviously I don't know what this... this is training. I know this is training, but these other ones, I think this one's quit to desktop. Don't know what, and I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce any of these, because Polish is an interesting language. It's kind of it's you would say that's training, right? You would think that's training. No. It's probably pronounced something completely different. That's why I don't even attempt with Polish. So I know a very small smidge of Polish. So, and I just thought it was quite funny. I come across like, oh, it's a kart racing game. What a surprise! We played plenty of those on the channel. I think that's Polish developed as well. So, oh, okay. So it seems to be, from what I can tell, that there's 4 tracks on the game total. I think I've clicked championship mode, so I've had a little go to make sure the game works, obviously, and it's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna just say. Keep in mind that we recently played Motorcycle Club, right? Still fresh in the mind, Motorcycle Club. So, oh, my mistake. So there's actually 4 championships with 4 tracks per championship. So there's a lot of tracks. There's only 4 different types of kart, but we're just going to pick the standard kart, and we're going in. So let's go. You control the kart with the numpad, and that's pretty much it. The numpad controls the kart. You don't really need anything else. Whoa! Guess I didn't expect colliding physics. Now, if you're wondering to yourself, what exactly do you mean by it, you're going to be surprised. Well, guess what? Oh god. Even though I may not be particularly good at the game, what is happening to him? He just hit something and didn't know what was happening. He's just kidding. Oh god! Why have you done this? Why have you done this? Why have you forsaken us? So, the physics are a little bit strange when you hit things. Oh god. Okay. Is there a brake? Or do I just let go of the accelerator? I think it's just... Yeah, I think it's just... Let go of the accelerator. Oh god! It really doesn't like you hitting things. Oh, it really doesn't like you hitting things, does it? Now, I was actually, because when I was playing this in the training, I was like, oh, these controls are actually all right. Now I'm actually playing this with other people, obviously AI. It seems to be that the game doesn't like you hitting things, at least from what I can gather. God. Right, so I'm going to be using the arrow keys to brake, and is there... Okay, I feel like... Yes, spacebar slows me down. Wow. Okay. Oh God, why? Why? I think it's the way they've angled these. Obviously, this is not like a curved structure. You can see that there's obviously little joints and little points to each of these things. So when you hit it, you go spiraling out of control. Actually, in all fairness, I have actually gone go-karting. If I was going 60 kilometers an hour, right? 80 these go at maximum, 80 kilometers an hour, and I smacked into, let's say this. Guess what? You're going to go spinning out of control. It's going to happen. So that's quite accurate, actually. That's fair. That's pretty fair. That's pretty accurate. Like there, that you would go spinning out of control. Go-karts do not control very well. They're very quick, nimble little things, but oh my God, they cannot turn. Well, depending obviously what speed you're going at. If you're not going too fast, they turn fine, but if you are going pretty fast, yeah, and you go, especially if you go smack into something, yeah, that's basically going to happen. But this basically means there's no way of me winning the race. There's just no chance. Even with the brake. As you can see, it's, yeah, even with that. So you can see there's obviously, you see what I mean when I say, let me just, I hate it when I start a point and then stop a point, and then it's because my brain's just going too fast. It's like I've already said the point, but I haven't, I've already thought the point, but I haven't said it yet. You have a look around on like the storage containers in the map. It says one or two things. It either says play, www.play.pl, which is obviously Play Publishing, or it says dev team. Like you said, I'm pretty sure that the dev team that actually made this game is simply called dev team. I have a feeling. Crazy, isn't it? But I don't... Oh, everyone else is finished. Fantastic. I guess we'll restart. Why not? We'll have another crack at it. Why not? But this game, it's inoffensive. In all fairness, it's a budget kart racing game. Like, what did what do people expect? See, the thing is, I know for a fact that when this game came out, I don't know for a fact, but I can make a very good assumption that this game probably was about... Oh, why? Why spin me in that direction? Basically, that's doomed me now. Oh God, it's hard not to hit the railing, especially considering there's clearly some kind of strategy involved in this game. But what was the point I was trying to make? Oh yeah, so you know for a fact, well, you don't know for a fact, I can make a very good assumption that this game was probably retailed for something like £1. Like, would you not say that this game, probably in some Polish supermarket or Polish tech shop, you saw this on the shelf, it was probably, I don't know what the currency is in Poland, actually, thinking about it. I don't know, maybe, is it euro? Either way, it was in the shop for €1, right? I could see it on the shelf and literally like being €1, maybe €5 at most. But then again, this game got packaged with like 3 other games as well, like a re-release. So more than likely, this game was released the game retailed, not released, but retailed for a very, very reasonable price, considering. And if you work on the basis that the game itself, if it does have what I'm seeing, God, look at this! Like, what the fuck is with this turning? I don't know. It's just a little bit strange. But in all fairness, it's like, yeah, I could see it controlling like this. It's just, look, it just feels like, it doesn't feel like the road surface is even, but it looks even. Spin again. No way. There's no way of me winning this race. I don't even think I'm going to finish this race because I just don't see the point. These controls, like these controls, don't get me wrong, I don't think they're good, but I do think that they are controls that you could get used to. They're about as good as something like Brain in a Jar. The difference is there is Brain in a Jar. I know how much, because again, keep in mind, I'm from the UK. I know how much. Brain in a Jar is a UK-based company. I know how much those games retailed for, because I remember as a kid, there's a shop that's still around now called Co-op, and I remember as a kid there was this big Co-op in the town I lived in. And you'd go in there and there would be a little section with video games. And keep in mind that this was during a time when the PS3 and Xbox 360 was really late in its life cycle. And the PS4 and Xbox One was already announced and like already on the horizon pretty much. Right. So when I say kid, I was like, I mean like pretty much I was a kid. Well, maybe a kid in the sense of like I was 15, 16 years old. Let's just say that. You know, maybe it was a little bit, you know, yeah. I'd say, yeah, probably about that. So yeah, I'm talking about like 2011. No, 2000. It probably was about 2011, 2012, if I'm honest with you. The PS4 and Xbox One haven't actually been announced yet, but we know that there's rumors that they're in the works. The PS3 and 360 have been out now for a long while. 360 came out in 2006, didn't it? And PS3 in 2007. So they've been out for a couple of years now. And I remember going into a co-op, my local co-op, which was quite a big store back then in my town, because the co-op is convenience stores now. Well, they've always been convenience stores, actually, saying that. And they had this section, this like video game section. I wish I fucking recorded it. I wish I just like, you know, you don't think about those things back then. But there was a little section of the store that would have DVDs, Blu-rays, and stuff like that. And it also had a little video game section. But the video games it sold were always PlayStation 2 games. Keep in mind, again, yeah, 2010, 2011, PlayStation 2 games. And I remember seeing Noble Racing. I remember seeing Euro Rally Champion, Brain in a Jar racing games on there. I remember seeing Phoenix Games video games on there. And they were retailing for 15 to 20 quid. 15 to 20 pounds. 20 to 25 bucks. 20 to 25 USD, if you want to use that. That's fucking ridiculous. In 2010, 2011 time. And I remember that very vividly, because again, you gotta remember, I've played a lot of these games, and a lot of the times I've like, fuck me, I've seen this box art somewhere else. I've seen this somewhere else. Where have I seen it? And boom. Then that like hidden memory rise to the surface, and now it's a full point of my memory now. Never forget now. It's at a full point with me playing these games. But I know from playing this game, Cart-Mania, which is fine. You know, your controls are a little bit but I feel like it's the type of game that you'd probably get used to. You know, if you're using a controller, you might have a little bit of an easier time than playing with a keyboard, but it's fine for what it is. It's fine for a buck, if you got it for a buck. And like I said, Polish exclusive game. You know, I don't see Poland really charging a lot of money, especially for in-house video games specifically, mind you. So I could see a buck, €1, something like that. If it was anything more than that, I think, yeah, you're probably ripped off. But if it was that, not too bad. It's fine. It's fine for a little bit of a distraction. But it ain't a great kart racing game. But keep in mind, 4 championships, what looks like 4 different tracks per championship. So that's a total of 16 tracks. That's a lot of tracks for a budget title. Gotta give them credit for that, if that is actually what it is. So, either way, I'm going to stop playing there. That was Cart-Mania. Yeah, I don't know. Spierdali. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. Jinky, no, Jinky. Thank you for watching. That's what that is. Jinky is thank you. Thank you for watching. See you later.